Saying that's a good team win. I was most pleased and impressed with the ball movement. I thought our pace was great. The pace we were pushing with and the pace we were running half court situations with was very good tonight. That Chicago team is tough. They put a lot of pressure on your defense, but we had 30 assists and only 7 turnovers. De'Aaron going down early for the whole team to kind of step up like that, is what we needed. And what we have to continue to do, depending on what we hear back on De'Aaron. It was great having Ty back. I thought Rashawn, Marvin, Harrison, just a good, solid team win. Even Belly coming off the bench with 5 assists was good to see. So good to get good to get a win, but more importantly, good to get back to playing that style of basketball that we were doing a good job of early in the year.
Okay, we'll start with Leo Bees.
Coach, you guys did such a good job at hedging hard on Devin Booker against the Suns and dared other guys to beat you that night. But tonight, Zach LaVine, Kobe White consistently got to the rim very easily in the pick and roll. Did you ever think of adjusting and hedging hard with your bigs when they touch the ball?
We did. Go back in the first half. It's a good point that we did a nice job on Booker with that stuff. And we did it a lot in the first half, and they hit 10 threes on us because everyone else was getting I'm sorry, we did it on LaVine. We weren't doing it on Kobe, but LaVine was doing a nice job of getting off the ball, and their bigs were just rolling and swinging it to the weak side, and they just had us in rotation all night. So we continued to discuss it, but the decision came down to, look, if these guys are shooting the ball like this, at least LaVine's having to, take contested 2-pointers over their other guys getting rhythm threes. And again, that's why I give them credit. They put pressure on your defense, but we were blitzing, we were hard showing, we were reading. We tried pretty much all the coverages we had, we threw at him. And to his credit, he's a very good player. He was making the right reads on him.
Cunningham.
Luke, you talked about getting back to that style of play. How much of a concern was that when De'Aaron went down? And I guess the second part of that would be, just how was it encouraging to see him back on the bench? Any update on him?
Yeah, no, I don't have an update yet. We'll probably know much more later tonight, tomorrow. But I was glad to see him over there. He's one of the leaders we have here. So I think as teammates like seeing him out there. He's always got some good insight for the group. Hopefully it's not too bad. We can get him back out there on the court soon.
Jason Jones.
Hey, Luke. Marvin had a rough road trip just with his numbers. It wasn't shooting the ball well. Just what does a game like tonight do for him to be able to see the ball go through the hoop, around the rim from 3, and just seemed like this might have been his best game this season?
Yeah, he was good. He had some nice, he's had some nice moments throughout, early on in those first few games too. But when I talk to Marvin about, for right now, at least when he's playing that 4 spot for us, just err on the side of being at the 3-point line for now. Like, we need that spacing. And obviously it's great he made a couple threes, and we're going to continue to work with him on that development part of his game. But just like I said, I was most impressed with how the team played tonight, even more so than the actual win. I thought Marvin was a big part of that, as far as moving the right way, making the right plays, keeping the right spacing. And there's, for him and for everyone, there's a lot of work we have to still do. But he was very solid tonight for us.
Hey, Luke, this is kind of what you want your team to look like. It seems like a lot of ball movement, a lot of 3-pointers, a lot of pick and rolls, a lot of scoring at the basket. Just how impressive was Halliburton at doing almost every one of those sort of facets and creating for guys like Richaun Holmes?
Yeah, he's a very good young player. And to your point, one of the things we're finding out quickly about him is that he can facilitate, he can score, He can make big shots. But what he's really good at is just making the right read. And yeah, we played tonight the way that we envisioned our team. The team. This playing that style of basketball, and he was a big part of that. But there's not many times that we put Tyrese in an action that he's not making the correct read out of it. And at that point, whether we make or miss a shot, you got to live with that. But it's about getting good shots, and he does a very nice job of getting a good shot, for somebody in the offense.
Matt George.
Hey, Luke, Buddy Hield struggled again offensively tonight, had that 4-point play towards the end that looked like it fired you and the rest of the team up a little bit. But in terms of getting him going, is there anything you can think to do to put him in better positions to be successful, or is it just a cold streak that he can work out of?
Yeah, Buddy will be fine. I was joking. The only reason he hit the last one is because someone actually hit him in the head. It knocked his calibration off a little bit. But listen, Buddy, you spend the amount of time in the gym that Buddy does, and you shoot as well as Buddy does, he's going to be just fine. And, the only time I ever worry about Buddy shooting is if he turns down a shot. And I haven't seen him do that yet. So we're going to continue to encourage him to take every open shot that he has. And with his work ethic and his shooting ability, those will start to go in.
Tony Hartley.
Yeah, Coach, I want to go back to Tyrese Halliburton, if you don't mind. You did say something significant a couple questions ago about how he reads things. And it seems like in that fourth quarter, that's when he reads things the best. He knows where the ball is going on defense. He knows where to find the spots on the offense. Can you talk about his play in the fourth quarter when he develops that killer instinct?
Yeah, he's I talked about it a little bit pregame too, where all the reports that our scouts and everyone front office got on him it's the intangibles that really make him a special player, and just I think as the game goes on and the pressure comes of the fourth quarter, it just heightens his skill set. From a mental standpoint to just making plays, it feels like the later in the game, the more confidence he gets. And it's one of the beautiful things about being on a team is one guy starts to get confidence and make plays, and then you see that confidence get contagious, and obviously it can go the other direction too. But yeah, I would agree with you that he's in the fourth, he's even a better player than he is in the first three quarters.
Jason Anderson.
Hey, Luke, nice win for you guys. Was this important for Marvin's confidence tonight, just to kind of feel that and get some good vibes going after, it's been a little rocky few days for him?
Marvin's a very confident young man, and he, I don't think he's going to struggle with that part of it. To me, I like to see, again, going back to just the time on the court with the guys and playing how we want to play, and kind of feeling that chemistry out there with his teammates. We didn't get to go through a lot of that last year because of the injuries. Obviously, he had that big Miami game, was the last game he played in last season, and he played great for us, and you could see his teammates coming around him, and then that was it. So to have these type of games is just part of the process of building and a culture continuing to move in the right direction. So I was happy for him, but happy for the group more so.
Last one, Kamani.
Hi, Coach. You got to be comfortable with Rashawn switching out onto some of those guards. There was a possession there, middle fourth quarter, where he had pinned Levine to the baseline and really looked impressive. He only missed one shot today. Can you talk about Rashawn's game a little bit and what he provided to the team tonight?
Yeah, well, it's most nights with Rashawn, and he gives us an energy and a toughness that we really, that we could really use. And that switch out on Levine in the corner, that's almost impossible to guard for a big. And he got there, he got his arms out, almost fell for the pump fake. And even late in the game, he came down and rolled his ankle on a offensive possession. And when I kind of looked at him, I got that look of like, don't you think about taking me out? And he played through those final couple minutes with whatever, I don't know how bad it is, but and he continued to switch on the guards. He continued to come in and help rebound, went in and got a big time offensive rebound at the end. And it's just the little things and the energy and really the passion and love that he plays the game with that, that really, makes us, trust him and be excited to have him as part of our group.